Hey everyone, my name is Brandon Beam, 36 years old, live in Iowa here, and I wanted to make this video, probably a series on YouTube, not for any views, not for any monetization, but simply so when other people go through this, they can search and see what someone went through. So the background of this, the start is I just had a C5 through C7 cervical disc replacement anterior through the throat. So I want to start by talking about what led to this. Really a bit of hereditary, but also some injuries growing up, a car wreck, ran into a wall, and I had bad discs for about 12 years. I got the spinal shots in the neck once or twice, every 2 or 3 years, nothing crazy, over the last 10 years. And then, in February of 2025, my left arm started going numb as I was sitting down. And so I went back in to get an MRI, went through some insurance nightmares, and finally got the MRI, and it showed that the disc was pushing into the spine, at least decently. And I'll add onto this video what that actually said, the medical jargon, a myelopathic signal, some arthritis, things like that. And so I decided to look into the fusion surgery as well as the cervical disc replacement surgery. I actually opted for the cervical disc replacement in November, and I canceled it. From there, I got the shot, and it worked, and the numbness was gone. But unfortunately, about 3 weeks later, the numbness came back. So I decided to go ahead and do the surgery. I did it yesterday, March 16th, 2026, and I am checking out here today, one day later. I did stay overnight. So I wanted to go through, quite a few things. One, starting with, so now that you have the backstory, I want to start with what went through my mind. And I'll tag these all in the video so you can kind of skip through. So what went through my mind as I was thinking about this? I researched everything on Reddit, the internet, and try to find as many videos on should I do the surgery, because I didn't have permanent numbness. I didn't have, my quality of life was perfectly fine. I was able to do everything I wanted to, maybe except for aggressively work out. I did do CrossFit. But, it kind of got to the point where I was nervous, so I did the shot again. After all the research, I'm young. Do you do it now? Do you wait till later? Is there research on the disc replacement? Why did I choose that versus the fusion? I think first I chose the disc replacement because it's quicker. Half the time recovery. Fusion, naturally you lose range of motion. With disc replacement, you do not. I don't know yet. I'm one day out of surgery. So I chose a disc replacement, and I decided to go with it now, even without the pain, because I didn't want it to get any worse. I have a 6-year-old, a 1.5-year-old at home, and it's going to stink not picking him up. And I'm going to update you guys all the way through this journey, so that, if you have questions, you can reach out to me. I'll have my contact information on what I was thinking. If you want to ask any questions, or, as I go through this process. But so far, like I said, I did the surgery last night, or yesterday, around 1 o'clock. Right after the surgery came out. As you can hear, my voice is a little raspy. The worst pain by far is in your throat. Definitely a little bit of pain, where the discs are in the back and the shoulder blades for the first few hours. But mostly not bad at all. Really, it's the throat. Started off with water and yogurts. But I actually ate some pancakes and some other things this morning just fine. It kind of hurts, like when you get a sore throat, it hurts to swallow. Similar. Coughing is pretty painful. As far as pain in the neck, not crazy, not too bad at all. I am kind of sleeping at an angle. Doctor said I can do that. I can sleep however I want. This thing will come off really today, right now. Didn't sleep super great the first night. You woke up a few times kind of feeling like you can't breathe because you're choking, but you cough a little bit and you're fine. But yeah, honestly, I feel pretty good. I've got up and walked around. The x-rays look great. So I'm just going to make some videos. Again, not for any money or any fame, simply so when someone Googles spinal disc replacement, they can see a YouTube video of a guy that's going through it, rehab all along the way, how I'm feeling, really, a day in the life, if you want to call it. A splog, my spinal video log. So yeah, I'll post these. If you guys have any questions, comment. I'll have my email address up there as well. And hopefully this can serve a purpose to help put some ease in people's minds, or really just see what someone who is younger, not a lot of pain, right? Kind of a niche use case for it. Very active. I want to get back to golfing and hunting. So you guys will be along with my journey the entire way. Hopefully this helps. We'll see you tomorrow, maybe later tonight.